Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Somebody weird is co-hosting with me tonight. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Ribbon Candy Hooking. Hisses get kisses. Kirsten, that's your saying. Welcome back to Ribbon Candy Hooking. I'm Deanna. It's great to see you. We have set up a makeshift studio in my son Teddy's area tonight for our bingo night. So you want to see who's here? I think my cocktail is on the way.
Cocktail.
Well, not for you. That's my cocktail.
That's,
so I can
yeah,
say,
that's Bob's cocktail. It's not Bob's
so I can say first. Don't move. Don't move. Oh.
No.
Cheers, my dears.
Cheers,
Oh no! Look at it. It's all over me. It's all over me.
I mean, I got
Cranberry.
Fanta all over me, so.
You got Fanta all over you. I got that Cape Codder all over me. Teaching in Cape Cod tomorrow. If you are around, 1 to 5 salt yarn in. Jossie, can you bring Mom a paper towel? I just spilled Cape Codder all over my lap. Okay, we're not doing those noises on camera. Okay. I will be teaching on Cape Cod tomorrow at Salt Yarn from 1 to 5. That's in Dennis on Route 6A. That'll be a lot of fun. But tonight, lots of surprises. Another cameo coming this way. We did some serious setting up in the studio. Thank you. It's the thing that no. You're around here. No, but nobody goes near the drink. The thing about these cocktail nights is it's hard to manage the drinks, particularly with the kids. But let's say hello to everybody tonight. Look who else is here. Jocelyn is here wearing merch. Okay, let's see who's here. Oh, Dave's eating his pizza. I knew it. Cheers and pizza, right? Okay, so Doreen, happy cocktail night. Can you sit on the edge of the thing? Because I want to do cheers. Right, I can't afford to lose any more of this lovely, Cape Codder's cranberry and vodka. You know that, of course, right? It is so nice.
I keep tripping.
Happy Friday night, Doreen. Robin, happy Friday night. Double cheers. Good to see you. Somebody hit the camera, right? That was bound to happen. Christine, happy Friday. Pretty cold in Brockport, New York. Fall is definitely here. Let me straighten this out. See, we've got the lit up Halloween tree back there, too. Joss, don't mess. Please don't mess. Was this a good idea? Christine, great to see you. Brockport, New York. I can't wait to come your way. It'll be soon. Mama made it back in time. Happy cocktail night. Bingo. Happy bingo. Cynthia, good to see you. Good evening. Happy Friday night. Cheryl in South Dakota. I love South Dakota. I used to go through Rapid City every week back in the day of being a tour guide, and I loved it. Love those little restaurants. Love the presidents on the street corners. Love the antique stores. What a beautiful state. Love the whole state, not just Rapid City. Doreen, hello, Helen. Kaz, good to see you. You just signed up for a booster for tomorrow. Great. I was confused. Oh, you are so lucky. We haven't been offered that yet, but I am waiting. We had a terrible scare this week. If you watched Coffee Teddy, enough. Very distracting. We had a terrible scare this week. You're thinking there is something wrong with us. I was just going to say there's nothing wrong with us. We're good. That begs argument, doesn't it? Well, we had a bit of a scare because you came in contact with somebody who was but we're not going to say the word because it might mess up the video. But all negative, all good. We are all good. And not only that, Teddy, you had some great news this week, and what's that?
I'm going to a new school.
You're going to a new school. Are you super happy? I'll take you back whenever you come back. You can go get a little drink for yourself. Teddy got into his new school, and he starts officially on Monday. So he's a little bit excited right now. It's not usually quite this crazy.
I like you.
Kirsten, happy Friday. Good to see you. Getting cool in Vermont. It was last week, too. And Kirsten introduced me to the phrase, because she works with cats and rescuing cats, she introduced me to the phrase, hisses get kisses. So lately, whenever I need a kiss from Teddy, there's no room for that, Josh. You'll have to sit here. I go, and then what happens? Kisses get kisses.
My sister just rummaged a giant chair in here.
She rummaged a chair. Ooh, bring out the hot chocolate. You are so right. Kira, cheers, my dears. Cheers, my dears. It's going to be a busy archery weekend with Connor, right? It's going to be a big weekend around Plymouth. So many beautiful rugs on the bingo cards. That's right. And Kira found all of those. She did this whole deal. You're sitting right in the middle, honey. There's no more room for furniture. So a huge thank you to Kira for getting this whole evening ready. Dave, it's great to see you. Homemade pizza and beer. Heaven. I would love to say I'm on my way. You're too far for a car ride right now, but one of these days I will be on my way on a Friday night. And I'm going to want some of that homemade pizza and beer, without a doubt. Joy, good to see you. Happy bingo night. Joy's giving the cheers. Now here's all your salutations here. You see all the buddies saying hi to you, babe? Kaz says, hi, Teddy. How's your new school?
Okay.
He loves to read.
Alright, Teddy. Get it from Cora.
Yeah, and Barbara's on. She says hello to everybody. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Donna in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Wait a second, why don't scroll to the very
Wait,
bottom?
is it
to see-
tomorrow? I thought you were going to archery tomorrow, Karen. I hate to be the one to
Mom
remind
is
you.
so funny.
Chrissy's on. Hey, Chrissy. Say hi. She says hi to
Hi,
Teddy
Chrissy.
and Joss. Joss will be right back. Sousa's on. Happy bingo night. Enjoying a Sam Adams Oktoberfest. That is so good, isn't it? Because I don't have a strong feeling for Sam Adams normally, but when they do their seasonal ones, those are fantastic, aren't they? I mean, it's hard to beat that one.
grinding me.
Particularly at this time of year. Oh, studio looks great. Thank you so much. Kaz says hi to you too, Joss. Everybody's saying hi. Catherine, great to see you in Idaho. Oh, I see. We got the Halloween blanket going. All negative in a new school. I know, it's good, isn't it? It was wave of good things. The rugs on bingo cards are amazing. Yep, this is a great episode. This is a great installment of bingo because these rugs are over the top.
Also, I'm
M.
not
Van Stewart. Hi,
I'm not
hi.
treating
Good
this
to
doggy
see
bad.
you.
I'm just trying to get
Oh,
him a
you are
cameo.
here. I am so happy to see you. Welcome and happy Friday night. I'm going to say we got the whole crew in here tonight. How did we do
Step
it?
on my
So
foot.
I think we're going to start. We're playing bingo tonight. So I'm going to remind you. I think I need a refill
Also,
already.
I'm not
Lisa, happy
exactly
bingo night.
bingo.
Good to see you. I think we're going to start with a poem. I'm going to explain how to play bingo, and we're going to get into content. But I think we're going to start by a poem. Jocelyn, we were reading a book of Halloween poetry last night, and Jossie wanted to start this episode reading you a festive and seasonal poem. Now make sure you're sitting down.
Before I do this, I want to practice.
Okay, go practice and come back later. So she'll be doing
Okay.
that later. Okay, maybe a little top up. I'm already right there. And you know what else happened that was seasonal and festive? I want to be able to look at my commentary, but look who landed on it. Weird little ladybug. At first I thought it was a tick, but I hope this ladybug is doing okay. Let's transfer it somewhere where it'll have more luck and success, right? Let's get him off don't worry, I will not hurt a ladybug because I do not need that bad luck. So let's start out with a couple of interesting things.
Stitches get hisses.
No, hisses get kisses.
No. Actually,
Okay. Somebody's a
made
little bit
up.
wild. So I just want to
witches get
start.
kisses. Witches get kisses.
That would make a nice logo on a rug, wouldn't it? Witches get kisses?
Yeah.
Ooh. See, all that nonsense paid off in the end. That is a good tag for a rug. Witches get kisses. I like that.
I just.
You got a ladybug in your mouth?
I just reached for my toe and then picked out everything and then ate it.
Okay, I got a couple announcements to make. So, Rug Hooking Magazine is giving us a special discount, 15% off. The hookers are in the house. Oh, you saw her t-shirt? I've got mine on of Joss, the one I drew. Teddy's wearing, he went out on a limb and he's wearing one of his video game shirts, but he loves it and he doesn't want to wear my matching shirt. But the other little hooker will come back in a minute with her super inappropriate shirt for an 8-year-old. But we love it, right? So Ribbon, the code, if you're shopping at Rug Hooking Magazine this weekend for 15% off, is RCH15. 15. So RCH15 for ribbon candy hooking. And that includes, I'm almost ready for you, that includes their brand new publication, which is the landscapes, hooking landscapes.
15%.
So even that is on sale with
15% off.
big 15% was helpful. 15% off. So, and write RCH for ribbon candy hooking.
Also,
Oh God, Ladybug got on the paper again. He's doing well. Yeah, look at him.
a thing about the t-shirt is that I wanted to actually mention the person who made it.
Okay.
Here, probably butchering his name. I know it has Linky at
Why
the
is he
name,
upside
but
down?
if you're watching this, then thank you.
Flip him back over. He's on his back like a cockroach. Maybe we should put him outside. Okay, so the other announcement,
No,
15,
no swingy
RCH 15. No, shush your mouth, Ted. The other announcement this week that just came in from Donna at Whispering Hill Farms, right? Donna Swanson. You know she sends me tips all the time. You need to be quiet, right? Or I'm going to have to evict you. She sends tips, and this week we had a wonderful episode, a tips and tricks episode. And she just sent me a tip right before the show started. So I thought I'm going to share it with you because if you have a Bliss or a Fraser cutter and you
I don't
ever...
think the ladybug's very healthy.
Okay, then put the ladybug outside, okay? Edgar Allan Poe episode, dead ladybug, dying ladybug. Put him outside. Here, put him on this card and get him outside before he
He's
croaks.
not even rolling on my finger, though.
Okay.
How am I going to
So Donna's tip was, if your wool sticks to the cutter wheel, spray it like with a Windex product. Spray it with some kind of a glass cleaner, and it'll go well again. That is a good one. I have never heard that before. I've got a Fraser and a Bliss, 2 little table cutters. So if your wool is sticking to the wheels, because you know when it sticks and then you keep winding it to cut and you're not paying attention and it goes back around a second time and it starts to cut badly and you know you're going to have to throw the piece out. When it starts doing that craziness, spray it with some kind of liquid glass cleaner. Great tip. Thank you, Donna.
Thanks.
Jocelyn, are you resuscitating a ladybug or are you reading the poem?
I'm trying to resuscitate or whatever it
Thank
was,
you,
a
Jeanette.
ladybug, but it's...
Come
my
on over
God.
and read the
Oh
poem.
my God, he's about to fall.
Yeah, he's going to fly away. He's
Okay,
going to fly in your
bye
face.
for
Come
a
on
bit,
over.
Mom. Bye for a bit.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm either
Bye.
starting bingo or you're doing your poem. Which are you
I'm
choosing?
doing my poem. Just want to flip him.
10, 9, 8. Okay. I think we have to listen for noise because the kids are wild tonight. Here we go. Now read nice and slow. What's the name of the poem you're going to read to get us in the mood?
5 little pumpkins.
5 Little Pumpkins. I hope you can hear. So say it nice and
I
loud.
don't know where the poem went.
What was on the page?
here it is.
Yeah. And read it nice and slow so people can understand.
But can I sing it in the... I kind of want to sing it kind of fast.
Yes, sing it kind of fast, but make sure we can understand the words.
5 little Okay. 5 little pumpkins. 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." The fifth one said, "It's Halloween fun." Then woo went the wind, and out went the light till 5 little pumpkins ran out of sight.
Ooh, how nice, Joss. How nice.
If you want,
Yeah,
it's that one in the corner.
it's a good little book that we
That
found.
one.
One of these nice little
Five Little
vintage
Pumpkins.
books. So, let me remind everybody, are you going to help me spin the wheel too, Baby Skins?
Of course.
Okay.
If I can get my...
And I'm sure Teddy's going to be back. So, let me start by saying happy bingo night, everybody.
Are you going to shoot me?
Oh my gosh, I forgot. You go ahead and show them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So-
You can show off because you're that good. You want to explain what you were doing? Yep.
Yeah.
We were celebrating our negative test result and we were feeling so happy and electric.
Okay. So what I did, I made... First, I made a coin pouch.
Go ahead.
And I didn't know what to draw, so I just doodled a random thing, and then I worked around it and made something cool. And then I found these little note cards, and I doodled on them too. And
And Mama's going to use them for modernist rug designs. Hold them up here.
I made this one.
Super mid-century design. That's going to be a
And
rug.
I also made
Big rug. We're going to have 2 big rugs. Let me hold it up.
that one.
Right? I am so loving these 2 designs. These are going to be 2 really big full-size rugs that I'm going to punch.
Yep.
Right? Aren't those beautiful? So those will be up on the site. Now who's going to spin the wheel first? You or Teddy? Teddy, come back and spin, honey.
Can I spin first?
You can spin first. Make sure Teddy comes
Okay.
back. Thank you, Jeanette.
So
Everybody
how do you
loved
do
the
this? I
poem.
just-
Let me explain how you play first, okay?
Okay.
So, if you are joining us for the first time, welcome to Bingo Night. That was a crazy start, but normally I'm in the studio. We're having a crazy at-home episode tonight. So, what we do is I'm going to make a bunch of calls because, come on over, Ted, it's your cue,
Here, hold on.
because we're going to spin the wheel, and as you can see, all of the calls are here on this wheel. Fantastic. Fantastic. That was great. Maybe everybody saw my skirt at the same time that you knocked that thing over. When we make the spins, I will cut the one that's closest to the toggle, and that will be the call, and I will tell you the name of it, and I'll read you a little something about that call in terms of who designed it, who hooked it, all that interesting stuff, right? So we're going to both be looking at rugs and playing bingo. But if you're joining us for the first time, we are playing blackout bingo. So not directional, not diagonal. I meant to do that this time and I forgot to get it ready in time. Next time we're going to play a bunch of mini games instead of one big bingo. But tonight will be, for the moment, our last blackout bingo, which means you have to cross off everything on the card. Everything, right? And then you call bingo. Now, your cards are numbered. They're not written on the card. Unfortunately, we screwed that up tonight. When you got the card in the email, it said what number card it was. But we'll figure all that out at the end. You need to cross off every space on your card according to the calls that I make. And when you're done, you can write bingo, and I will let you know which card it is. And I will figure out how many people purchased that card and the money. What's the total for the money? Pulling it up. It's quite a bit of people. I think it's our second biggest night ever. The total pot will be divided by the number of people who are holding that winning card, and I hope that it's you. And I hope that it's $1 million. Do you think it'll be $1 million?
Could.
Okay, so you want to, I think Teddy wants to do the first spin, because he was my co-host first, right?
I'm pretty sure everyone has a card. What if you don't have a card?
If you don't have a card, you're going to see a lot of beautiful rugs tonight. And we're going to talk about makers and designs, and stop playing with fidgets or I'm going to lose my mind.
I know, I was trying to get it out of here.
No,
so
we don't
it's
need
not
to.
stuck.
So Teddy, sit down here, and let's tell everybody that we are going to start with the Wheel
Of
Fortune! All right. Okay,
Can I
so-
do first?
Okay, Teddy, you want to let Joss spin first?
Okay.
Okay, then Teddy does the rest.
Everyone, there's like a
wheel.
wheel thing, and here we go.
there's a wheel.
3, 2,
All right. Now let's see, That looks like this guy right here, right?
here I
So that is number, for me that is number 32.
200.
Number oh, wait a minute, I'm going to hold that up. Let me find the text first. The text is called, let me see.
Hey, Mom, look up.
Shh, 32 is Midnight Silhouette. Midnight Silhouette, $234. $234 is the jackpot. That's a lot. So I hope you win. So the call is number 32, Midnight Silhouette, and it looks like that. Trying to bring in focus here.
Okay. Cool spin.
There we go. Wait a minute. I'm going to read it a little bit. Oh, look at that. Now this is smart, isn't it?
Beautiful design.
Isn't that a beautiful design? It's almost like a beanstalk type overgrown flower right next to this beautiful primitive house with a star on the door. It looks like a little widow's walk on top. And the prestige really is the silhouette of the cat against the moon. I swear to God, he's not drinking Cape Codders. This is life. So
I drank soda.
Exactly.
I drank soda 30 minutes ago, so now
But Fanta doesn't have caffeine, so what's this about?
I drank some Monster Energy 5 minutes.
You better not have drinking Monster anything.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Number 32, Midnight Silhouette, adopted from a quilt pattern by Blackbird Designs, hooked by shop owner Sandy. Nice, Sandy. This rug was adopted, you want to hold it back in the camera? Adapted from our quilt design called Midnight Silhouette. We try to add a hooked rug to most of our quilt books. Now that is smart and helpful, right? That nice crossover there. Many of our quilt patterns could be adapted for a hooked rug. Ooh. Blackbird Designs is 18 years old this year. Barb Adams and Alma Allen began this company in 1999 to share our love of color, pattern, and fiber. Our books and patterns are available at your local quilt and cross-stitch shops. Blackbird Designs also has a line of fabric with Moda. That's a big name. Our fabric may be found at your local quilt shop. Join us here on our blog for our latest bird-brained ideas. So Midnight Silhouette by Blackbird Designs. I don't know Blackbird Designs. You can take it down, Jess. We're good. Let's find a pile. Let's find a little bowl where we can put all the used ones in.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Yes. Teddy, you want to come spin?
Sure, okay.
Come on, give us spin number 2. Come on.
First and only spin.
You do the rest of the spins. Come on.
Okay. Fine, I guess. I had my free time while it lasted.
While it lasted and you're back to work. Mama's
I
cracking the
have to
whip.
go back to work.
Spin. All right, what do we got?
Okay, wait. here's
$15. Nah, I'm kidding. You don't get $15. You get.
Next call, for me this is number 5, so this is going to be Witch's Consort. Witch's Consort, and it looks like, you want to hold it up over here, Joss?
Yeah.
Hold it up till it goes into focus, okay? That's real helpful, actually.
Hold on, just dropped it.
Just dropped it. Witch's Consort.
Whoa, that's a pretty design.
It's a real pretty design.
Here, hold on. I need some scissors. Can I use these?
Yeah. Oh, that is gorgeous. I've seen this many times. The Rug Cooking Magazine. Shoot, I almost forgot to join you, Carol. There you are. You made it. Witch's Consort. So this is on Monk's Cloth, number 6 cut by Tish Murray, 2012. Try to hold it still so people don't get seasick, honey. Designed and hooked by Tish Murray of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Kit or pattern may be purchased at www.tishkitsrughooking.com. Tish Murray, a well-executed portrait in any medium sets a mood. The expression in the eyes. Try to get it more in focus.
There we go.
The slope of the mouth, the tilt of the chin. All of these facial features provide clues to the person's character and story. Another tool for creating character and mood in a portrait is the interaction between the primary figure and another person. That is so true. Hold it still, babe. Creature or object, sometimes referred to as the foil. This is very theatrical language, too. Here, let me do this. I do have that piece of tape on top. The interaction provides a narrative for the viewer and suggests deeper qualities or intent. As with most of the character rugs, a relationship is an essential element of this Halloween design. It informs the mood of the piece, which in turn informs the color planning process. Once I determined the foil, which in this case is the raven, right? The foil. I would call that the familiar right there. For the main character, the witch, I was able to develop the design. See, that's interesting. Isn't it always interesting to hear about what somebody's process is when choosing designs or making color plans? Because that's one of the main things that people ask about is how do you do color planning? Dark, light, dull, bright. That is the answer, right? That is the answer. Tish Murray, wait a minute. Yes, Murphy. So, yep, Tish is right, and then Murphy, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that is a good one. That's a website that we should be checking out. What are you giving us? The butt here? Are you giving us Chipotle? Don't give us Chipotle. All right, give us another spin. I think it's Teddy's turn to spin.
No, Teddy just spin.
Oh, okay. Jossie's turn to spin.
You ready, guys?
Yep.
Hold on.
April, good to see you.
I just want to show them both the designs.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that for long, but go ahead. Show them both of the
Hey, Mom,
designs.
can I slash the jaw?
You can slack, but I want you to come back and spin later. I like it when you're here, babe. Okay, off you go.
Okay.
Spinning. Doing some spinning.
Ooh, how pretty.
Ooh, is it a pretty one? Maybe you want to be the person who cuts them off. You want to be that
And
person?
spin 'em.
You want to be the spinner and the cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want everything in this world, huh? Kidding. Okay, so that is number 31. Let's see who that is for you. That is Midnight Ride Witch Rug. Midnight Ride Witch Rug. Here she is. What do you think, Joss? Oh, look at that.
I told you it was so nice.
You were so right. You did not lie. You do not speak with forked tongue. This is absolutely nice. Midnight Ride Witch Rug, 21.5 by 17, for sale on Tweed Weasel, TWEED Weasel.com for $650. I think that's a great price for this beautiful festive rug. Well, I just said it's about 21 by 17, so that's a goodly size, huh?
I don't know what 21 by 17.
Tell you later.
Okay.
Midnight is the perfect time for a broomstick ride among the moon and stars. Designed and hooked by, get ready for some confusion here, Tish Bachleda. So another Tish, but Bachleda, Bachleda. If you prefer a different size, let us know the desired dimensions and we'll provide an estimate. If you intend to hang this design on the wall, we do provide professional frame mounting services. Interesting. So Tish Bachleda, Midnight Ride with Rug. Now that, I'm going to go on that site after the show is over just to clock the different images that are there. That is exquisitely pretty. The stars look a bit like what, Joss?
The stars look a little bit like snowflakes.
Absolutely. What a cheerful rug, huh? Isn't that a beauty? Okay, let's keep the clip up.
Now here.
Give us another spin, lady.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, Maggie in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Happy Friday. You doing the cuttings too? You doing the spinnings and the cuttings?
What do we got? Ooh, how pretty.
You gonna
Okay.
cut it off?
Where's the scissors?
Oh my gosh, I thought you had them.
Okay.
Also, I want to remind everybody, Tavern Signs is coming up. There was a massive rush on the Tavern Signs. About 7 people signed up today for Tavern Signs. And that is coming up. That is a class, a Zoom class that I'm doing. A design like, that's coming up on, what is it, November 14th. So that's going to be a couple of dates. Good full classes. Lots of fun and inspiration. Oh, Joss, number 22. Let me see who this is. Good job, sweetheart. Good job. 22, that is called, I know the number doesn't help you, Black Cat and Pumpkin. Designed and hooked by...
There's the black cat and there's the pumpkin.
Absolutely. Designed and hooked by Alice Strebel. S-T-R-E-B-E-L. Kira found this on Pinterest. This is just adorable. Josh, you know what I love about this? Few
What?
things. I love how the ears are like different colors.
Yeah, kind of like jam sandwich.
Kind of like your jam sandwich. Yep, your original design. It almost looks like a bull to me. Like the shape of it almost looks like a bull. It's one you need to look at, and I like the interest that creates. But I really love this background. You see all those kinds of bubbles?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a scaredy cat. Oh, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get some.
I think
some
Teddy's
snacks.
logging off from the other room. Hopefully that goes well. Hey Ted, come back and spin.
Oh no, don't make me do it.
Oh yeah, making you do it. Come back and spin. I will spin in the meantime. But Teddy, come back and give us a spin. Oh, here he comes. Give us a spin. Oh, I see. Okay, go ahead. Wait till you see. So, I'm sorry, come down here. Does this mean that you feel I'm telling you to be quiet too often? He taped his mouth shut. So, it's a bit Halloween-y. It's a bit of a statement. What have we got? I love it when you talk, Ted. It's just your mouth running and you talking are two different things. I love it when you talk, and I want you here. So this is number 27. Let me pull you up. 27. Black Cat Halloween. Black Cat Halloween.
Oh no.
All right. Black Cat Halloween, number 27. Hooked by Barbara Bowen in Caddo, C-A-D-D-O, Gap, Arizona.
What I got.
I think this pattern was a from Create and Decorate magazine or Rug Hooking magazine. You know, that's funny because I just started hearing about Create and Decorate magazine. You have to stop making noise. You must stop making noise. Seriously, you must. You can eat your s'mores, but stop making noise. I just started hearing about Create and Decorate magazine because they often have rug hooking designs. So this is, you want to hold this one up again, baby? Black Hat Halloween, Barbara Bowen. So she's not sure if she remembers whether it's from Create and Decorate magazine or Rug Hooking magazine, but she loves how it turned out. Hand-dyed yellows and oranges.
I'll be right back. And
this appeared on Rug Hooking Daily, right? That great website, Rug Hooking Daily, that Judy Taylor manages now. She's in charge of that one. It's such a good one. Black Cat Halloween. I absolutely love this. It has the look of a nice old-time vintage sort of postcard, right? A little bit of Paris subway, right? Like 1920s, and a little bit of vintage postcard. Cute. Super cute. I'm going to do the next one. These kids are getting to me. All right, let's see. You back, lady?
back with a plate. Necessary.
Necessary for your sustenance, huh? Ooh, this is a beauty, Joss. Look at this one.
Wow.
Right? Look at that. Oh, that is impressive, huh? So this will be number 4. So for you, this is the turkey. The turkey.
Makes sense because I said turkey.
Your mouth is full. The turkey, number 4 cut on Verrel. V-E-R-L. V-E-R-E-L. On Verrel. I hate to say this out loud. What is Verrel? I do not know what Verrel is. That's a big shame on me, isn't it? I do not know. Designed by Jacqueline Hansen, adapted and hooked, here, pull this up, baby, by Jean Fowler, Westford, Massachusetts, 2012, shown here prior to final framing. And she says, some years ago, a small pattern by Jacqueline Hansen of Maine caught my eye and I bought it, hoping to hook it myself when I had some time. Time passed, though, and the turkey did not get done. Having reached my 90s with lots of other things to consider and trying to dispose of my huge stock of wools in the studio, the rugging room, I'd pretty much given up on the idea of starting another hooking. Even if I did manage to start one, I still have most of the over 300 designs of my own in my catalog to be done. However, there was a meeting of my hooking chapter and I needed something to work on. And there was the turkey waiting. So I began at last. Isn't that a great story? Funny how these things began, right?
Amazing.
Begins with the forest, begins with the moon, begins with the turkey. Very nice. Give us a spin. Give us a spin, S'mores Mouth.
Everybody, Button is going to spin for us.
Oh, don't make Button spin. She's not. No, keep him away. Keep him away. Keep the dog away. Oh, my God. I think I need another drink. Is it a beauty? Oh, thanks, Rita. It's a polyester fabric. Verel. V-E-R-E-L. I'm guessing it's a nice woven. Do you know how tight it is as opposed to like poly rug warp or something like that? Something else poly? Because it's nice to have that poly backing. I'm assuming it's a little bit less expensive if it's a poly.
What a beauty.
Oh, is it a beauty? Okay, let me see if I can see what number it is. Yeah, wait a minute. Mama's got to see the number first. 29. Here, go ahead.
29.
What a beauty indeed, huh? Let's see. Bag of Tricks, Bag of Tricks. 29. Fall Tree. Ooh, Joss. Hooked by Molly Colgrove. Designed by Molly Colgrove. Cuts used. Doesn't say landscape subject, tree fall. So this was from the Green Mountain Hooking Guild. Now that is a guild that I'm super impressed with and admired. It is a super beauty, isn't it? It almost looks like a Wyeth painting. Look at this black nail polish is awful. I can't get rid of it now.
I think it looks nice.
No, it doesn't. Isn't that nice? Don't make the dog spin. Oh, man. Well, that is really nice. Yeah, please fill me up. Mama's losing it. Give us another spin, lady.
You betcha.
Let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the scissors, the weapon of choice. That was a hearty spin, huh? Not too high, because if it spills, I'll cry. I'll literally cry.
Hold on, I'll tell you the number. The number is, I think it's a 6 or a 9.
Well, let me see. It'll depend on which way is right. Oh, I think that's a 9. That's a super beauty. Leaf puzzle. I just glanced at it over my shoulder. It looks like almost like a tessellated kind of Escher type design.
Well, if you're ready to see it on the big screen,
I think they are ready to see it on the big screen. It's such a beauty. Molly Colgrove wrote the new Stop it. Rita, did she write the new landscape book that Rug Hooking just put out? We can get it 15% off this weekend with RCH15 when you check out. You know, it's great to be able to get a deal on a brand new book. That's just coming in the mail to me now. It's just out. So what a treat to be able to get that, right? Yep, you're good. So this is Leaf Puzzle. Number 5 and number 6 cut on monk's cloth, designed and hooked by Joyce Kruger, Waukesha, Wisconsin, 2004, featured in Celebration 16. And she says, for many years I wanted to do a rug that looked like a pile of leaves waiting to be jumped in. Aww. Over the 5 years while this rug was percolating in my mind, every time I saw a piece of wool that looked like an autumn leaf, I put it in my leaf basket. Oh, I need a leaf basket, Jess.
Do you want to hold it?
Yep.
So
I enlarged leaf patterns and cut them out. Then I laid them on a piece of paper until it was pleasing to my eye. I covered the whole pattern with a sticky clear plastic in order to keep all the leaf patterns in place. This is great process description, isn't it? The large yellow leaves are hooked with recycled wool that I had overdyed with onion skins. Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. I hooked the wool in the order it was cut. The result was patches of color that made the hooked leaf look like leaves when they fall out of a tree. I'm so in love. Let's look at this again. That was a great description of process.
Before we continue, I think the
Holy.
best looking design overall was either Scaredy Cat or the turkey.
So far, Joss's two favorites are the one that she refers to as Scaredy Cat and the turkey.
Oh,
I really like
I
leaves.
feel like this one does have the best description and the nicest description.
Lots of superlatives. I am so in love with this. And did you get that the way that Joyce designed this was she laid the leaves out and she covered them like with tape and plastic so that they would stay put? We're not doing good with focus here.
Focus.
So that she could trace them. Isn't that something else? I mean, that almost looks like some kind of a monoprint or something. That's extraordinary. It's amazing, right? Oh, stop it, Doreen. She lives on the next street to you. Are you that lucky? Are you talking about Molly or are you talking about Joyce? Either way, that's super exciting, and I'm jealous.
I see that there's bunches of leaves, like
I'd like to live next to you, too.
20 different leaves.
There's at least 20. They are glorious leaves, aren't they?
Okay.
Dying with onion skins. It's just it's so seasonal and festive, isn't it?
I'm scared I'm gonna trip on Button's tail since I have a hot dog and he really wants it.
He sure does. He sure wants the hot dog.
Okay, you ready, guys? What do we get? We've got nothing. Wow.
Well, we go to the closest
wait,
one.
this
So,
one.
yeah, do that one. So that one's on the ribbon candy hooking site.
This one's
Careful, careful. Yeah, that is one of the Nancy Thomas designs. I have a bunch of Nancy Thomas Halloween designs on ribbon candy hooking. There she goes. And, you know, somebody just bought this one a week or two ago. I think I did all of the others. This is one I meant to do this year before the busyness set in. But there's a bunch of Nancy Thomases. I think we're going to hit more of them tonight.
Witches get stitches.
Witches get stitches, Teddy's.
Okay. Number 12.
Okay, number 12.
Everybody.
Okay, number 12.
Beautiful.
Number 12, Nancy Thomas pattern, Halloween Witches. So I do the pattern for you. I draw the pattern if you order it, but it is Nancy Thomas's design. So I license her stuff through Ribbon Candy Hooking. It's also adaptable. I always can do punch needle or mini punch if you want that too. But this is a gorgeous design. She does such whimsical work. And I always include, just so you know, if you get the Nancy Thomases, they often went out in series like the months of the year or the seasons, or, you know, different sort of compartmentalized series designs. You know, she always puts words on them, and I always include the words in case you want to have them in the design. This is just a sweet one with the 3 very odd witches. I vote to share a hot dog with Buttons. Will you share your hot dog with Buttons? Give him the last bite when it's time.
Buttons doesn't share.
No, Buttons doesn't share. Buttons is a rotten little pig. He'll just take off. There he is. Come here, Buttons. Give me the hot dog. Yeah, that's right. Hold the hot dog over there. There's
Let's make
Buttons.
him do a dance.
Buttons the dog. Buttons the
the
dog.
dog.
Susie, he'll get the last bite, even though he doesn't deserve it and he's rotten. He'll get the last bite. We'll let him have the last bite on camera, that little devil.
Does it look like I'm Button?
Spin the wheel. Doesn't look like your Buttons. Not yet. Here, I'll spin.
No, I said, do I look like I'm biting it?
Are you doing a stage bite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Put these down.
She's getting very used to this thing. I don't know if this is good.
And we got, ooh, I love that one. Do you remember that one, Mom?
Oh,
You made-
Christine said, no, cut it down. Christine said, Molly is holding a class in January, Studio 54. Okay, I got excited when I saw Studio 54. The last thing I saw there was like a musical. I think it was Cabaret even. Rochester. Studio 54, Rochester. Ooh, interesting. Christine, I didn't know that. Can you post that on the Rug Cooking and Punch Needle Club page? Because if it's January, I don't have anything in my calendar for January, and I'm going to be just finished writing the book. I think I'll come if there's still space. I think I'll definitely come. I would love to come. How fun would that be? Kira says, we have a small rotten pup at home, but, yeah, lots of small rotten pups out there, but they are the cutest little things. And Christine says, I'm thinking about going, Doreen. It's a sculptural hooking. Ooh, like Waldoboro sculptural. Interesting.
Mom.
Wouldn't that be great?
How did you even tape this? I like
Here,
can't.
let me do it. We can do aggressive cutting. And anyways, this isn't a good quality picture. So, but it's still a good one. This is one of my designs. I don't even need to look that one up. What's on here? So
Okay,
that's
this
one of the
is
sugar skulls.
15.
Number 15. So that's, I don't need to look it up because I know it's mine.
Number 15.
So I did 9 sugar skulls last year, remember? And the class is coming up, I think, next not this coming week, the following week, or maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I sent all the kits out. But if you are still interested in doing one of the sugar skull pumpkins, right? They're all actually pumpkins. Which one is this? I think this one is Days of Wine and Roses, because that was my dad's favorite song. But there's 9 different designs. So if you are late to the game and you think you would like to do a how-to beginner hooking class, hooking a pumpkin, thanks, Christine. That would be great. And Doreen, I would love to know more about that class with Molly. You can still take the class, and I'll still send you the stuff. It might get there in time because I have them in stock right now. But also the classes are recorded, so you could always watch and hook later, of course. So that's one of my 9 designs. You spinning or what? Don't forget to save the last bite for buttons.
I won't.
I think I'm gonna move this camera because we're getting crazy action over there. What do you got?
Ooh, pretty.
She loves everything. Absolutely everything.
We knew it was the
Oh,
best
happy
for us.
Friday, everybody. I love to be
everybody,
here.
here you go. I'm gonna go chew some gum. I'll be right
You're going to
back.
chew some gum? Wait, where's the last bite for buttons? Oh, right.
Is this
Mm.
enough?
Thanks, Kira. That one is Monarch. Kaz says, Kiss of the Spider Woman is very fun to hook. So thank you, Kaz. Kaz just asked a great question about one of the pumpkin heads. We're emailing right before cocktail time. And she said, don't forget to save him a bite because he's clawing. Okay, he's clawing my leg like crazy.
Hold them up.
Yep. Here he comes. Here he
Hi,
comes.
buddy.
Here comes the pig in dog's clothing. There he goes. He wants to go hide it in the yard and then he'll eat it. There he goes. Kaz asked a great question because she's hooking the spiderweb sides, which are super fine and lacy, on the Kiss of the Spider Woman pumpkin. Love that musical. And with Cheetah Rivera. Remember Cheetah Rivera? And Kaz said, should I hook the spiderwebs first? And my answer was, I would hook the spiderwebs first, and then I'd fill in the background. And if it looked like the spiderwebs got too crowded, I would pull them out and rehook them so that you're using your original hooking as a placeholder. But if you see that they're getting really crowded, you want to rehook them. Because something like that is so important to the design, those kinds of crazy lines that really hold the design together. So that's one of those tips, right? I just did a video on that, doing placeholder hooking, pulling it out if it gets all crowded and wrong to your eye, and then rehooking it, right? And that will work every time. You will get perfect fine lines, something like a spider web, right? You all know it's Monarch. You are so much better than me. Can you all come and work with me? I am a hot mess. I need help so bad. Everybody's way ahead of me. It's encouraging. It's encouraging and inspiring. So, did we even show this one? Show this one up close. Number 8. So that is
Number 8.
Seasons at the Paris House. Parris. Seasons at the Paris House. Let's
So
bring it into
beautiful.
Isn't it? Now this is a gorgeous, speaking of gorgeous landscapes, this is a gorgeous landscape. Seasons at the Paris House by Elizabeth Miller of Paris House Woolworks. And she says, maintaining a small homestead like ours requires continual observation of the environment that I confess I did not practice at this level in my previous urban-suburban life. In those days, I understood the basic large-scale changes in seasons, but I did not catch the minute details. I now watch for the arrival and blooming of specific plants to know when I can stop the early spring feeding of my bees. I pay attention to predator birth and relative hibernation cycles to know when I must be extra vigilant in protecting our chicken flock. I know without a doubt that the old-time New England admonition, I thought it was abomination, admonition not to plant your garden until after the last full moon in May is spot on. Just as I can read the signs in the fall and it's time to start putting the garden to bed. It's because I am, to borrow a term from the Buddhist master, this is going to be hard, Thich Nhat Hanh, sorry about that, looking deeply. This habit of looking deeply at my environment has strongly influenced my rug designs. One of the scenes I observe with the most interest is my neighbor's field next door to our home, the Paris House. That is beautiful.
Amazing.
That is beautiful writing.
Absolutely amazing.
It is absolutely, I feel like I slaughtered that, but that is absolutely beautiful writing. How gorgeous was that?
Buttons, are you ready for our next one? What name are you?
She's so good, isn't she? Who is this person?
Ready?
Who is this person? Who's this stranger? Sue's put a little hot dog in there.
Wait. Yeah, this one's good. Okay. This one.
Yeah. Go with the one that's closest. You know best.
Go with the one that's under the thin.
I think I love these coffee nights, these cocktail nights so much because I feel like I'm sitting across from you at a table. I never get contact with anybody.
Congrats to people who have number 20.
Show it the right side up. So congrats to people who have,
Oh,
that
it's
was
upside down.
excellent, who have pumpkin vase made with hand-dyed wool, hand-dyed and recycled wool, available on Etsy for sale, $100. The shop name is Susan's Fruits. Oh, Susan's Fruits. That's only $100, huh?
I assume it's gonna be like this big.
No, let's see. Susan's Fruits says it is 14.5 by 12. That's not super small. That's big enough to put on the wall and frame and enjoy every year when fall comes
I know
around.
how big
Susan's
it is.
Fruits.
But is it about like this?
It's like this. It's like this.
Oh, that's pretty small.
Yeah, but it's nice to have on the wall. You could put a frame around it. Right, I mean, you would enjoy it all the time. Susan's Fruits, SUSANS Fruits, Etsy store. Give us another spin, Joss.
You betcha, just need a poppet.
She just needs a poppet. You got the Santa hat poppet. You can't bring that on camera for a Halloween episode. You'll have to get the
Yeah.
Halloween poppet.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Now,
going to spin. Right, go ahead.
ultimate spin.
Think of the fun we would have. Kara, how good is your internet? I could come over there and do a Friday night for sure.
And what do we... Oh.
I won't bring the human fly though, because she'll be like climbing up the wall like she is now. Is it a beauty, Joss?
I think the closest one has to be this one,
I agree.
which is...
Which is number what? 21.
Okay. We have 20, then 21.
Oh! Jiminy Cricket. Many Faces of Jack. Cut her down. Many Faces of Jack. From PrimitiveBetty'sBlogspot.com. PrimitiveBetty'sBlogspot.com.
Wait, is this hooked through a hook rug, or is the hook rug
It's
on
already
the spoon?
hooked, so no patterns, but it is for sale at Primitive Betty's.
No, but, is this only the hooked rug part, or is the entire thing a hooked rug?
No, I will say this is a good one. Kira, nice catch with this one. So I think the printer might have been running out. Sorry about that. The printer's always running out. But you can see there's some kind of, that looks like one of those over here, pizza board things or bread boards, right, that you stick in the oven, nice antique thing. And she's put one of the many faces of Jack on that, a couple of big stirring spoons, and then the lid to a mason jar. All nice small projects. So these are things that can be bought. So not patterns, but can be bought. What lovely patterns. Hookers in your house. Oh, Kira, we're going to have to plan that. Seriously.
Don't ask.
I wouldn't. They can't see you on camera, and if you fall, you're going to need stitches. So witches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. Okay.
Give us another spin. How are you all doing with your cards? Are you making crazy progress here? Human fly, is that necessary?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the scissors are right in my face. Ted, you coming back to give us a good old spin?
Okay, for the last time.
Look at these. Can you see these baby's curls right here?
26.
Congrats to people who have number 26, which is
Wow, that's so
Halloween Hooligans.
This is so cool.
And Teddy's going to do the next. Oh, you know what, Joss? I remember this
This
one.
has to be my favorite.
You know what? I'm going to go along with that. I really love this one. This one, there was an article in Rug Hooking Magazine. Does anybody remember what year? Obviously, it was one of the fall issues. And the article showed this rug hooked in many different combos, color combos, all different colors, all different people. This is Halloween Hooligans, hooked and designed by Peggy Bloom. This was found on Pinterest. But again, if somebody can help me out, it's like a weird thing to ask, do you know on the top of your head? But the whole article was about people having hooked this exact pattern. And they were all unique, different, special, and awesome. Halloween puppet. So move over, let Teddy have a moment on the camera. I love that one too, Kara. That's my fave. I hope the camera adds 10 pounds. Please tell me the camera adds 10 pounds. And where's the scissors? Yep. So this is, okay, this is this one here. Ooh, Teddy, you picked a good one. You picked a good one. Come here. You want to come on and talk while I look? Want to say hi to your buddies?
I know this is completely not about rug hooks, but I like gum. I really like ice breakers since there's so many flavors. But I don't like that they only last for like 10 minutes.
It's like 10 seconds, but it's a good 10 seconds, isn't it?
So yummy.
I love icebreakers too. I was very surprised that the dentist told them that chewing gum, sugar-free gum, was actually a good thing.
I'm chewing sugar-free.
I thought I was going to get crucified for the amount of gum that we buy, and they said their teeth look great, and the sugar-free gum is actually great. It like cleans your teeth. I've been giving a lot of dental advice lately. Maybe I shouldn't be, but this is a great call, Teddy. This is Autumn's Beauty. Autumn's Beauty. Thank you, Ted. You're going to come back later for a good old spin?
Looks like it's real life when it's.
He sent you a little teddy kiss.
No, I think he was just showing.
That is very realistic. It does look like real life, doesn't it?
If it's out of focus, it looks like someone got their camera a little wet when they're trying to take a picture of a beautiful lake.
Oh, you're so right. Here, you can show that again. Lisa says, I bought small vintage handmade brooms that I'd like to put small punch needle projects on. Uh-oh, Lisa, that is going to keep me so excited and interested because you just hit one of my, like, crossover sweet spots. I am so crazy about brooms. Let's do this first, then we'll go back to brooms. Autumn's Beauty, 37.5 by 24, number 1. Oh my gosh, number 1 to 3 hand cut. So that's where you get that great photorealism.
And this is number
tiny
10.
cut. Well, only I get number 10. They just get the name. The number 10 number is a cue for me. Yeah. So it's hand dyed, vintage and textured and plaid wool with a touch of satin on linen. With a touch of satin. Designed and hooked by Diane Ailes, Ayles, in Huntsville, Ontario, Canada, 2015. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely
one last
gorgeous.
Look at it before we
Let's take one
bucket.
last. Yeah, we'll throw it in the bucket, but let's give one last. That's number 1 through 3 plus some bits of satin. Now that is beyond anything I will ever do. I mean, that really is astounding, isn't it? Now, as much as I love that rug, Lisa, you are going to be doing some hooking on brooms. That just makes me nutty because I love, and don't we all love, I love old brooms and old brushes and things like that because they're so tactile, aren't they? But particularly old brooms, you know, all the colored bristles that you can get, all the colored broom you can get to make brooms. I keep looking for a class on making brooms because I love all the colors. When it fans out and you have all, oh God, as rug makers, that must also appeal, right? Because it's so tactile and it's almost, it has a textile quality, doesn't it? Colored broom.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess I'm ready. I'll stop. But I love colored brooms. Lisa, keep me posted on that. Kira, you made a great find today too at the dollar store. Am I allowed to say? Yeah. You should write what you found because that was a cool idea you came up with.
Everyone, are you ready for
Jeanette says, I would love to see what you come up with the brooms. I am ready for Chipotle. Give it to us. Chipotle is when they shout Chipotle for some reason and then shake their butts like right in your face, like this far away, is Chipotle. I don't know what it comes from. That's a little Chipotle, but you got some distance there.
Wow! What a banner! Ow!
What a better spin. Oh, we got the thumbnail. So that's going to be number 2. This is the one I used that everybody was commenting on in the group. Market at Mahone or Mahoney Bay. 29 by 37, number 3 cut on wool. On wool kimonos. On wool kimonos?
Beautiful. Absolutely amazing.
I'm not going to question it. But yeah, I think this was hooked into a wool kimono. This is a piece from Japan. So I think we all remarked on this in the group because this is just astonishing. You know, it is like my personal taste is not toward the realistic rug. This is one of the great exceptions because, and the one before obviously was astounding. But this is such a storytelling rug, isn't it? And I mean, it doesn't get more festive than this, does it? If you don't live in a part of the country where you see these farm stands with pumpkins and this is a rug that really appeals. And if you are from the part of the world or the country where you see this kind of site on a regular basis, it stirs something so primal in you, you know, the change of seasons and all that happiness that it brings. It's just, it hits every box for me. It ticks off every single box. I mean, can you imagine if this piece went up for sale, the kind of a bidding war that would happen over that? Because it is so impossible to hook a piece like that, isn't it? So that's market at Mahone or Mahoney Bay, M-A-H-O-N-E. Shush. Designed and hooked by Fumio Hakisuka of Tokyo, Japan. Featured in celebration number 10. And she says it was a beautiful clear fall day in 1997 at Mahone Bay Market in Nova Scotia. Okay, so I said that wrong. It's Fumio Hachisuka, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's a hard name. In the area, it's just a foreign name for me, you know. In the area to attend the second conference of the International Guild of Hand Hooking Rug Makers, was enthralled by the brilliant orange pumpkin she saw at the market stands. She wanted to capture her experience as only a rug hooker can, and so conceived the idea for Market at Mahoney Bay. Fumio's training as a painter was invaluable for this project when she needed to alter certain parts of the scene. The inside of the store was very dark and I couldn't see the goods clearly, she said, but I changed it and hooked many apples and pumpkins. Adding the produce and keeping it in perspective took much time and thought. In the background, she echoed the foreground's forms, but used smaller shapes and weaker contrast to produce the effect of distance. I learned that I can have as much fun hooking a rug as I do painting in oils. Bless you. Get a tissue. Fumio Hakusuka, Celebration Hall of Fame 2018. Note, this rug description was taken from an excerpt in the Celebration entry. This is over the top. I mean, it's just over the top. Isn't that glorious?
I have a cheesecake.
You have cheesecake. I love the character of the woman. She has that very old-fashioned look. The scarecrow in the front with a tie, kind of holding hands with a little girl. It's just, I mean, how great is that, Jazz? Let the weirdness stop. Let the weirdness
Oh
end.
my god.
The weirdness doesn't, it never ends.
I got.
Jan, of course it's you. You figured out how to log on and comment. You are amazing. Jan is my friend who I love, and she's been in the studio helping me this week and last week because I have been a hot mess. Last use of the term hot mess.
Okay, let's go.
And you can see that Jocelyn's perfectly well. So we're all worried about her this week when we got that news from the Tap Studio. Go ahead and spin her. But you can see she's quite well. And I should have recognized you, Jan, because I can see the yellow dress in that picture. Now I can see.
Okay. If I get nothing, can I just respin?
Yeah, Jan, if you want to take a road trip to Pennsylvania to see Lisa and the Brooms, we can go together. I'd be well up for that. Give me any reason to get up there. We'll combine it with the Magdalena stuff, right? Magdalena and Brooms. Sounds good, doesn't it? What do you got there, curls? What do you got there, two baby curls?
So pretty.
Let me see. Oh, my
You're
word.
gonna love that.
Oh, I
It's
do love
19.
that. Thank you. I do love that. I think that's one of the Cushing patterns.
All people who
that's one
came
of
on
the,
a little late, I forgot to show you beautiful masterpieces.
If you came on late, these are two designs that Joss did when we were celebrating her negative test result, which hardly ever happens, right?
Okay,
In this
I
case,
want
it's
to
good.
tell the story of these late
Okay.
people. Okay, so I was excited, and I saw a little note card, and I was like, I remember like a year ago, I made a little pocket that you can hold on to and stuff your coins in.
Bit of a wallet.
So you basically, you fold like this, and then like
DIY break.
this. Then you have 4 loose slots for your coins.
Yeah.
And I did that, and then I didn't know what to draw, so I made a scribble. Then I made 2 more scribbles next to it. Then I made a big bubble for it. Then I made like cool little things floating around it. And I made like an abstract piece of just doodling random things and adding on to it, just like abstract. And then I made these a little bit after.
And you know, I was dying at the
Amazing.
moment. I was dying. I forgot all my Proddy wool is out there. Maybe somebody can get it for me later. I dyed all the Proddy wool for the
And-
people who are taking the Proddy class, the
My
Pilgrim's
gum
hat.
just fell. Here you go.
And
Beautiful.
but wait, let me finish the story. But while I was doing that, I saw her, just one of these moments of motherhood. I saw her working on these, and I think she was working on this one. And I saw her.
No, I did this one first.
No, but this is the moment that I looked over and I saw you, because you were drawing something and you cut it up to 1,000,000 pieces and then you put it back together as a puzzle.
Oh yeah, it was a
And I was
penguin.
thinking, what a child this is. She drew a penguin with markers and then she cut it into a bunch of pieces, and then she sat forever putting the pieces together, right? Like all on her own at the table. So I thought I was working on my dyeing, and it was intense. And then I saw her working on this piece, and I saw her doing this kind of thing, and then all of a sudden I saw her go, move it away. I'm doing a stage thing, going like this, like she did one dot. And I said, Jess, let me see what you're working on. And she had done that one green dot you see at the bottom. I saw her do this final flourish where she took off the cap and she went, and then she went, yeah. And I went, let me see that. One little dot. Yeah, it was nice. Okay, so give me that piece. Where's the piece? Where's the rug? Yeah. Okay, Alita Akers. Of course, this is Alita Akers. We talk about her all the time.
I'm going to Chipotle when we tell this story.
Okay, go ahead and Chipotle. I'll move over so you can Chipotle. Okay, because that's normal on a Friday. So this is Alita Akers, who is the Cushing licenses her designs, and she is absolutely astounding painter. But also she is well known for doing these harvest moons, seasonal views, not always fall, all 4 seasons, and these storybook cottages. And we've talked about this a lot on episodes of Coffee Time when we talk about storybook cottages. So number 19, distracting, that old pumpkin moon. Oh, that must be like that old devil moon that you stole from the sky. But this is the old pumpkin moon. Storybook cottage, rug hooking pattern.
That song you just sang reminds me of your songs.
I think I recorded that song at one point. That's from the musical called Brigadoon. Wasn't that Brigadoon, Old Devil Moon? I think that was from Brigadoon. Devil Moon, that you stole from the sky.
Look, everyone, I can print my face.
So, rug hooking pattern based on artwork by Alita Akers, Cushing. So, anytime you feel that you need a storybook cottage to hook, you should definitely look at Cushing because all of the Alita Akers are astonishingly pretty. Chief, greetings from Chakarua, New Hampshire. Greetings. And that reminds me, coming up in December, thank you for the great reminder, and I hope I see you there. One of the ATHA meetings coming up in December, I'm giving that live talk December 4th, Saturday, December 4th. The White Mountain Guilds, what were they called? The Wool Whimsies or Woolen Whimsies, right? The New Hampshire Guild, number, was it 53? I'll be up there doing a talk on the Alice Butler rugs, the Alice and Vic Butler rugs, and that is going to be fun, New Hampshire time. Can't wait to go back to New Hampshire. One of my favorite states for sure. Mama's turn to spin. Kids have deserted me. All right, so it looks like we've got, I think this is probably the closest. No, I think this one is the closest. What do you got going on? Can you go bring that pile of wool that I have by the stairs?
Hold on.
Oh, she's doing another impromptu piece of art. You want to do an impromptu piece of art that you offer as a free pattern for a special Friday night gift?
Everyone who's on this Friday night bingo night possibly can win $234,
but it needs to be divided by all the people who bought the same card. So it's not. It doesn't go to one person. It goes to many.
And I'm going to show you how to.
One night maybe we should do. It goes to one person.
There you go.
How would we figure that out? Yeah, I'm just advertising because so many people signed up for the tavern class, but there's a lot of people signed up for the Pilgrim Hat Prati class. So I did all this dyeing last night while she was doing her fine art. If you remember the Pilgrim Hat Prati design that I did, the background is many colors of sort of browns and mixes. So I did this whole pile, and this should be enough for the people who are signed up, and then a few extras. Lots of Prati leaves. It's going to come with dozens and dozens of different shaped Prati leaves, that class. That's going to be fun. So this was number 16. This is another Nancy Thomas. This is called The Weight. So this is available at Ribbon Candy Hooking. I hooked this one, and it's at the studio. As you can see, I'm not at the studio. Oh, Kira says, Chief, love Chakarua. We are in Eaton. Good side conversation going on. How cool is that? And Jen, isn't your dog's name Chief? Oh no, it's Captain. It's Captain. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm doing too many connections at once. I'm sorry. Confusing things. Kira, should we head up to New Hampshire together for that talk? The Weight by Nancy Thomas. So I hooked this one last year, and this is available at Ribbon Candy Hooking. I absolutely love this. One little girl in a witch pattern. Stop shaking the table, honey. You're making it crazy in here.
No, I'm making a pattern.
I know, you're making a pattern.
For
and
everyone.
One in a leopard costume. The Weight by Nancy Thomas. call. We gotta keep things rolling, baby. This wheel ain't gonna spin itself, right? She's all inspired. This is number 11, which for you is number Double Double Toil and Trouble. How funny. Karen Larson, Crow's Foot Farm Designs. All right. Oh, this is so neat. This is dark. Let me make sure I get this. My stupid messed up nail out of that shot.
Wait, where's that piece of wood that my brother had that he wrote 15 on?
Oh, good question. You must search for it. So, Double Double Toil and Trouble. This is so cool, isn't it? What a great kind of cave-like archway. You see the look at the cauldron going. Chakorwa. Thank you. Sounds so easy when you say it. This is just so charming. Chakorwa. I love that. Look at that. Look at the orange sky behind it. It does look like the edge of a cave or something. Some kind of a treasure map or a formula, something from the grimoire, right? And is that the right word? And the cauldron bubbling with blue and orange. Those must be the most sort of grotesque colors, right? To go into a sort of putrid green cauldron. And look at those well-defined coals underneath. Isn't that charming? That is too cute. Double Double Toil and Trouble, Karen Larson, Crow's Foot Farm Designs. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday. The tricks, the treats, the costumes, and the dark, spooky, scary fun. With all the inspiring images of the holiday, it was easy to design this Halloween hooked piece. I based my design on the three witches, or weird sisters, in Shakespeare's Macbeth. I'm willing to bet that most people, even those who have never read the play, are familiar with the refrain the witches chant. Double, double, toil and trouble. Very nice. I absolutely love that design. Gail, good to see you. Good morning. Rise and shine. Gail's in Australia, so she's hitting us early. And it's funny, Gail, because, you know, I was emailing with another buddy who just wrote when the show started, who I think is also in Australia. Kira, I'm trying to remember her last name, the Accidental Rug Maker. Yeah, I could use a little top up. The Accidental Rug Maker. I was looking at her Quilly rugs, and I've been in touch with her quite a bit. She's just waking up in your part of the world, too, so she wrote me right at the beginning of the show, and it made me think of you, and here you are. Happy. Now, Gail, this is a really stupid question. It's Saturday morning already for you, right? It's not like Friday morning. It's Saturday morning. Or are we behind in your head, or you're ahead and we're behind? I feel like I ought to know that, and I don't.
Do you like it?
Oh, Joss, one of your masterpieces. One of her crazy abstract designs. Make sure the gum stays in your mouth and off the keyboard, okay?
Abstract.
Yeah, she is just cranking away. I love that rug too, Kira. That double toil and trouble rug had such a sweet, simple design. You know, so graphic, so evocative, right? Just the picture of the edge of a cave. You can see that witch has stepped away for just a moment. Cauldron brewing. She's got some kind of recipe thing going with bat's wings and a frog and some kind of, Gail says, yes, it's Saturday, some kind of blue egg or germ or wart or dimple or nipple or who knows what, but something strange and blue.
Automaton.
Speaking of something strange and blue.
Wait.
Great new musical instrument. You know what that sounded like? That sounded like Woody Woodpecker.
I know. That's
Is that what you were doing? No way. That's what you were doing. Do it again.
And the extra. I make the extra put the. Hold on.
What's this instrument called?
Automaton.
Automatune.
No, automaton.
Automaton. So if you have a child or a grandchild that doesn't have an automaton, they probably want one. Okay, enough. You're going to make our ears bleed. You're going to make our ears start bleeding.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Karen Larson is
It
Magdalena.
looks like I have a walking stick.
Wait,
I still want to
Karen
read another
Larson
poem.
is Magdalena. Do you mean she does the Magdalena designs, Lisa?
Can I?
You can read a poem at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. You know how I feel about Magdalena. So this is a great call. Let me speed things up. We're really digressing. Oh, something spilled all over my papers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm gonna do Chipotle
gosh.
again.
Oh, gosh.
It's your phone.
So number 25, Trick or Treat, hooked and designed by Pat Maracalio, found on Blogspot, Laura WP WordPress. Pat Maracalio. Absolutely. I know I've said this a few times tonight, but I've seen this design before. I think this is my favorite Halloween design ever. I really do. I mean it. Oh, Lisa is in your Magdalena rug cooking group, right? The regional group, because you're all from PA, Pennsylvania. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I really want to come in and bomb your group and just hang out and hook. And when I do, I'm going to bring one of my Magdalenas and finish it while we're there, because that would be so appropriate. Enough with the automaton. And then maybe we can go antique shopping and have something nice to eat. But this is one of my, I think this is my all-time favorite Halloween design. I love this so much. Pat Maracalio. This is so whimsical. What a great border. Breaking the border in so many places with these very ethereal ghosts, you know, just floating up. Almost like, did you ever see the musical, stop. Did you ever see the musical Scrooge with Albert Finney? And that horrible scene where he opens the window and it talks about all the phantoms floating around you and all that stuff. And as a child, this was truly upsetting. But all of these, and they were sheets, right? But at the time, it was very, very upsetting. All these things floating toward the camera and what the last sheet getting stuck on the camera. Very sort of flimsy cheesecloth type things. That's what this thing looks like on the border. So charming. So whimsical. So does Teddy want to come and spin that? Or is he deserting us? Okay, go ahead.
Hey, you want to spin?
Let me cut this one off because it's this one, and then you get ready to spin the next one. But you have to stop with the rice cake and the automaton. So this is okay. You can Chipotle. Then okay, let Teddy do next spin. Come on, Ted, sit down. So this is one of my designs too, Lollipop Jack. Kirsten colored this for me. I think we lost the light and the lamp. Doing good. Doing good. Tripping on wires.
Yo, I think you lost. I think you won nothing. I don't think.
Oh, Gail, I know what you mean. Yep, maybe plug us in again.
Hey,
Okay.
Mom, I already.
Now this is Lollipop. Shush. This is Lollipop Jack. That's too high. It has to go on lower. And this is a design that I have been working on since last fall when I designed this. And you know how I designed this? Remember all that folded paper stuff I did with tracing paper, folding it in half and just doing the same image both sides? I did videos on that so people could start designing themselves. This is one that I did, Lollipop Jack, because I wanted it to look like a bunch of lollipops coming out of him, very primitive. So I have yet to finish my hooking, but I am well into it. Kirsten colored this. You see how it says 2021 at the bottom? So this design is available on Ribbon Candy Hooking. It's a great design to punch. I'm actually punching it because it goes so fast punched. It could really be done in a weekend if I could just sit down and focus. You can't imagine why I can't, right? You can't imagine why I can't sit down and focus. And Gail, I know what you mean about Halloween, because when we lived, Jossie, where's that book? Where's your book? Where's your Halloween book?
So, wait, Chelsea,
Right
what
here.
happened to the back?
Shush, Ted. So we were looking at this book that she read you the 5 Little Pumpkins from, right? And the reason I thought of this, Gail, is because I lived abroad for so long. And in England, there was quite a bit, you know, happening in London with Halloween. But then when I moved to Amsterdam, there was less because they celebrated St. Martin's Day, which was lighting a gourd like a turnip rather than a pumpkin. And I read in this book last night when Joss and I discovered the 5 Little Pumpkins, which
you
she,
didn't discover it.
well, she had discovered it previously, but I had not. The history of Halloween, and I was reading in this book how it talked about in medieval times, on October 31st, it was a holy night, hold on Ted, known as All Hallows Eve, which you know. It was the evening before All Saints Day, which you know. But in ancient Britain, Ireland, the Celtic festival of Samhain was observed on what is Halloween night, and that date also marked the eve of the New Year during Celtic and Anglo-Saxon times, which I didn't know. The New Year was welcomed with huge bonfires set on hilltops to frighten away evil spirits. And I thought, how interesting is that? Because for those of you that are from England or have traveled a lot in England, that kind of combines the idea of using the turnip, which was the original pumpkin, before people came to the U.S. and we really weren't growing turnips that were that size, and they switched over to the pumpkin to carve, and the pumpkin became the symbol of Halloween. But until that time, in many parts of Europe, it was the turnip, but a much bigger turnip. And not only that, but the idea of burning huge bonfires on hilltops to ward off evil spirits also reminded me of the big holiday in England, Guy Fawkes Day, right? Celebrating Guy Fawkes' death and his capture and preventing him from, please don't do that, burning down the Houses of Parliament. But still, all of these kinds of symbols together, fusing together, really make the modern Halloween. It's not just one thing from one place, and it's not completely pagan, right? These go back to like Christian traditions and holidays and holy days.
And Mom,
This book is really interesting.
I got you a mouse.
Okay, so I thought it was a piece of popcorn. I was about to put this in my mouth. I literally almost put this in my mouth, but it is a mouse. Thank goodness I didn't. I would have been coughing that up. It is interesting. It was great. When we were sitting in bed reading these things, they're all such interesting things because my knowledge of early Halloween is based on the movie Meet Me in St. Louis and the way that the kids dressed and what they did that night. That is like my complete knowledge on early celebrations of Halloween. And if you haven't seen that movie, you must see that movie. It takes you through all the holidays, including Christmas and the classic song "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," sung by Judy Garland. One of my favorite songs. Can you plug that back in? And can you maybe stop kicking cords? Maybe that should be the title of my memoir. Stop Kicking Cords. Okay, the lights went out again, so you need to get that one back on. Hey, next spin is you, baby.
Wait, didn't you say I'm next?
Yeah, but you kicked out the cord, and now you're like the.
Wait, can I read another poem real quick?
Choose a poem, and you can read it at the end of the episode. So this will be for you. Changing. Uh-oh, you're going to love this one. Changing. I didn't know either, Gail. The more I read about Halloween, the more interesting it becomes. The next spin is you, Ted. Coming over, Red Rover. Coming over, Red Rover. Right now we're looking at changing.
I'm going to go practice my poem. I'll be right back.
I think you should go practice your poem. Don't knock the cord out for the 4th time, please. Trying to get this in focus. It ain't easy being cheesy here. Changing. Now this is another remarkable one. Designed and hooked by Chizuko Hayami. Chizuko Hayami, Tokyo, Japan, 2007. Featured in Celebration 18. Celebration 18. And she writes, there are many rugs with leaves, but I couldn't find leaves changing their colors in one rug. Interesting, right? I have some trees in my yard. Their leaves show their beautiful transformation with colors and shapes throughout the year. I would like to keep them in a rug. Absolutely. It's like keeping pressed flowers in a book, isn't it? In my rug, leaves are turning their colors from the right top to the left bottom, meaning, wait a minute, come with me here.
Do you mind if I could do something else for me?
I'll call you back in 30 seconds, okay?
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just kind of
I love this one too, Donna.
Waste. It's Friday.
You have no time to waste. It's Friday. He's right. So let's read that again. She says, in my rug, leaves are turning from
I practiced my poem.
the right top to the left bottom, meaning they're starting with light green and they're ending in dark brown. I see. I see, said the blind man. Also, I put some very light color shadows in the background. Yes, she sure did. Oh, my word. The more I look at this, it looks almost like one of these illustrations, right? Like in some kind of horticultural textbook. They are hide and seek there. The border wools are dyed to give the same impression from orange to green, and whipping yarns also. Oh! So that is from Celebration, published by Rug Cooking Magazine, 2018. Isn't that gorgeous? Once you know the story behind the piece, isn't it so special and meaningful? Only, there we go. Oh, wow. That really is something, isn't it?
If you were excited for our next one, say...
I love it too, Donna.
Say hey!
Hey, if you're excited for that last one, say hey. Okay, come read your poem real fast. Yep. Come read your poem real fast because we're going to keep going. Look how many more we've got.
Real.
What poem are you reading us? And it must be slow.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern. So come up here and read it closer to the
It
camera.
might be a little fast, but...
Read it a little bit slower then, if you know.
I'm going to read it fast, but make the words obvious.
Yes.
Okay. Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. I was a pumpkin, big and round, when I grew up on the ground. Now I have a mouth and nose and 2 eyes that never close. On my candle on Halloween, so my jolly face is seen by every ghost and witch and cat and trick-or-treat and acrobat. I will smile and shine for you if you come trick-or-treating too.
Wow, you performed that as a rap.
I know.
That was, I mean,
That
that was astonishing. Fantastic, Jess. I did not know about this part of you, but
I did it last night.
she's rapping poems. Okay, Teddy, are you coming to spin? Hurry up.
I want to spin.
No, it's Teddy's turn to spin. You just read a poem.
Dad.
Get over here, Ted, and spin quick.
We're like
Oh, Tedini, the great Tedini. That's a tough one. You're right in the middle.
Whichever one's closest.
I think this one is closest. Teddy, nice one. Would you like to say anything while you're here?
Sussy. Becca.
Referring to a video game. So this is number 6, which is. You're reciting that poem because you remember it?
I kind of remember it.
Holy
I'm
mackerel!
kind of.
Gotta get a little Robert Frost going your way next.
Where's the poem book?
I don't know. It fell. So wait a minute. This was called number 6. An afternoon at the Arboretum. Yep, that's it.
Can I try to sing the poem from what I remember?
In a minute. Let us get through some calls. So number 6, autumn at the Arboretum. Number 4 to number 6, hand-cut, hand-dyed wool, sari silk, cotton yarn, raffia yarn, finished with dyed wool and show binding. Adapted from a photo by Tom Javorkic, used with permission, and hooked by Lizanne Miller, who runs and owns Cushing, right? 2013. That's an absolute beauty, Lizanne. That is like masterwork. That is a masterwork. Let me get my ugly finger off there. Oh man, that is something.
It was a pumpkin.
Kira, you found some gorgeous rugs. I haven't seen 90% of these rugs. You hit a home run.
Big and bright on the ground. Wait, can I try?
You can try to sing it. I'm just going to spin as you go because the night is not getting any younger.
Pumpkin, big and round, when I grew up on the ground. Now I have a nose, a mouth, and 2 eyes that never close. Light my candle on Halloween so my jolly face is seen. I will smile and shine for you if you come trick-or-treating too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
I can't believe you remembered that whole thing. She just remembered that whole thing from learning it in like 1 minute. That must mean she's smart, right?
That's because I rapped it.
It's because you rocked it. Well, when you rap it, when you learn things phonetically like that, that's one of the great keys to remembering, isn't it? People memorize things.
Pumpkin, big and round when I grew up on the ground. Now I have a nose, a mouth, and 2 eyes that never close. On my candle on Halloween, so my jolly face is seen. I will smile and shine for you if you come trick-or-treating too. Wait, I forgot one important part.
Hurry up.
I was a pumpkin, big and round, when I grew up on the ground. Now I have a nose, a mouth, and 2 eyes that never close. Light my candle on Halloween, so my jolly face is seen. And then I think it was like, if you're a ghost, a witch, a cat, or a trick-or-treating acrobat, I will smile and shine for you if you come trick-or-treating too.
I love it, Joss. I'm astounded that you memorized that. Gail is too. She's astounded. That was extraordinary. You know what you should be when you're older? Yeah, Gail did. You should be a tour guide when you're older because you can't imagine how often you're going to be required to recite poetry at people's graves. Right? Like, it sounds like a joke, but you will be amazed at how often people will want you to recite a poem at a poet's grave. So your great memory, I'm just giving you some career tips for the future. Stop before something happens. That was Jack in Red. Jack in Red, number 6, cut wool on burlap, designed and hooked by April DeConnick, Clinton, Illinois, 1999.
That's a long thing.
No. You saying that's a long time ago, 1999?
No, like, that's a long paper.
Oh,
That's a lot of
yeah.
words.
On a wool hunting expedition, April DeConnick and her mother found 2 bright orange coats. Okay, wait a minute. We need... Okay, enough, Joss. Enough. You're going to make me stick Q-tips in my ears or cotton balls. April and her mother were on an expedition and they found 2 bright orange coats. We were thrilled with the color, April recalls. And my favorite wool to hook has always been from worn-out coats. That is so sweet and charming. I love that sentiment. Since autumn was nearly upon us, we decided that I had to create a leaf rug. April chose to design a simple border with a Celtic knot in each corner. Oh, yeah. In each corner. But she needed a way to add depth to her design. This was going to be a little more involved than I intended. She put some red wools on a flat pan and sprinkled brown and burgundy dyes over them, and did the same with the orange coat, wool and some browned tweed. Stop. The results were striking. When hooked, the splotches on the fabrics provided instant shading. So this is from April DeConnick herself, Celebration Hall of Fame, 2018. That's an extraordinary piece.
I found a new way of spinning this thing.
I just want to bring the Celtic knots in one more time. You know, how charming is that? It's almost like a burst in the middle. I half expect to see, wait a minute. I thought oh my gosh, is that like a green man's face in the center? Do you all see that? Is that a green man in the center, or am I losing my mind?
Can I see?
Is that a face in the center of that cluster of leaves?
Let me see.
Here, you do this for 1 second. I'm having a bathroom emergency. And then you spin the wheel.
So apparently Mom thought that
I still think it is a face.
I don't see a face. Anyways, awesome. Wait, I forgot. Did you already say the fins? I'm just gonna spin. Okay, let's go. Yay! Okay. Cut it off. This is the closest one. Ooh, I've been waiting for this one. I think my dad made this or something. And I'm gonna now read my awesome fin. What number is this? This is 14.
Jumping in my grave. Is that number 14?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the one you and Papa were making together.
yeah.
Okay, is that the Cthulhu?
Can I try to read it?
Absolutely, you can try to read it. So I'll hold it and you try to read it. And you explain how you and Papa were working on it.
14.
So this is called Cavern Floating Eye Monster. So if you are a fan of, I'm going to say it because I was back in the day, Dungeons and Dragons, then you are familiar with a monster that looks like this. It is not a copyrighted image because Joss and Papa drew this design. Sue says, my daughter recited the Gettysburg Address in 2nd grade. She's now an attorney. That's a good sign. Gettysburg Address is long. Do you know what president spoke?
Is it only this that I read?
Yeah, just read that one sentence and then you talk about the design.
Okay. Okay. I don't know.
Cavern.
Cavern floating eye monster. Ariel Missenberg, ribbon candy hooking pattern 9.
Yep, this is at Ribbon Candy Hooking if you want to hook
9 by
it.
6, inspired by a famous monster of the most popular fantasy
Role-playing game.
Beholder.
Yep. So it's inspired by the Beholder. He's the one-eyed monster. But you actually drew this.
No, Dad drew this.
Okay, but you colored it because I know that I had your design in my hand.
Mhm.
How did that all come about?
You should put my Beholder instead.
Well, that Beholder's very nice too. Don't be a little rat.
I know, that would just be like more like cool since
Okay.
I'm on this live stream and
D&D, absolutely, Jen.
Ding,
Absolutely.
ding.
Okay, so
Like
Jen also
Dunkin'
saw the
Donuts.
face in the leaf, like Dunkin' Donuts. So D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons, like Dunkin' Donuts, like Deanna David, and unfortunately, when I was little, like D&D, right? Like the boys said at school, because your bra can be like a, yeah. Anyway, get up and spin. Get up and spin.
Okay, wait. Okay, can I tell them my
Yeah.
favorite part about this?
What's your favorite part about it?
I like how the eyes are going in like all different directions.
There's lots of eyes on the different arms, almost like a
If you don't know what
octopus.
D&D is, it's a thing where there's a bunch of like probably like 100,000 monsters, and you you can even there's different types of it where you
Come
have
on camera
certain
if you're
rules.
talking.
But the rules I play as is we make a little dungeon. I walk through it. I can pick stuff out. I can go to my neighborhood. I can sell stuff in my neighborhood. So once I found a bunch of, my dad said that there was a bunch of rusty tiles on the floor and ground. So I picked them up and I sold them and bought a sword to fight monsters with. So basically, how I play, we take a piece of paper. He draws it as I
Okay,
go.
let's keep going with the game though.
Okay.
We'll talk about this later because
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons is vast, isn't it? It's vast. I was the first girl to play it in my town, and I was playing it in the late 70s, early 90s.
Right on that beautiful.
That marked me right there. Here you go.
That's beautiful.
We are getting to the end of this game, and Buttons is asleep in the chair. Wonder if you can see him.
No, he just woke up.
He's faking it. He's having a hot dog coma.
Hot dog.
What do we got, Joss?
We got the one and only 7.
The one and only 7.
Wait,
So that is.
can I try to read it again?
Yep.
Hopefully it's
Well,
not
let me
wrong.
read. This is going to be tough. Autumn at Lake Artemisia. Autumn at Lake Artemisia. This is a tough one. Number 3 cut. Well, so let me hold it up. For people who don't have it on their card, they want to at least know what we're talking about. So Autumn at Lake Artemisia. Number 3 cut on linen, designed and hooked by Bernice Howell in Beltsville, Maryland, 2003, and featured in Celebration number 14. Number 14. Absolutely glorious.
Hey, Mom, would you like some grape gum?
I will take some grape gum. No, I'll finish my cocktail first. So
Wait.
I'm going to do the next spin because we got to keep it going.
Sure.
I bet some people are dangerously close to bingo at this time, and it is getting late. You want to show your one? You want to show your one earring?
Sleepy face.
Come here. You want to show your one earring? Isn't that gorgeous? She's got one little pierced ear here. It hurt a lot more than we
on the
thought.
other one.
But we'll do the other one. What do you think we'll do the other one?
Tuesday.
You know, you remind me of this character from Popeye that always used to eat hamburgers, Wimpy, right? And he'd say, I'll pay you on Tuesday. Because you've said Tuesday for the last few weeks. But, you know, it's your little body, so you're going to do it when you feel like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you feel like it is the right time.
Making a cat out of your gum.
Okay, what did we end up with the spin? This one? That's your new favorite. Where'd you put my scissors, Joss? Oh, Joss.
Oh,
where
they're
did
right
you-
here.
All right, I got it. You got to stay on your game, lady. So this is, here, show this one. This is, oh boy, I did that. I can't even blame that on you. Go show that one. That one is too adorable.
Hold on, I'm making a mouse out of this gum.
Don't make a mouse out of gum, please.
I did.
So this is for me, number 28. For you, this is Sheep, Witch, and Jol, J-O-L. Sheep, Witch, and Jol hook drug.
Look, I made a mouse out of gum. Do you want to see my mouse out of gum? I made that out
No,
of a
we're
piece
looking
of
at the
gum.
thing. Stop.
Amazing.
Sheep, Witch, and Jol. Look at that happy jack-o'-lantern.
Sheep, witch, and gum.
Oh, I like how the moon and the star is black. You know, you see a lot of rugs with a character coming out of a pumpkin, and sometimes I get a little tired of them. This one, I could never get tired of. This is so charming. I like the sort of Mary Poppins bag quality. Remember when she opens up the carpet bag and all of this impossible stuff comes out? Well, this is an impossible thing coming out of the jack-o'-lantern. It's so charming, isn't it?
Nope.
Okay, what just happened? Okay, this is like super Halloween. Super Halloween. So, good Lord, Josh. Good Lord. Sheep, Witch, and Jol. Halloween is always fun. I hooked this pattern by Star Rug Company. Measures 21 by 12. Offered at $245, which includes the priority shipping. That sounds amazing for this rug. That is so primitive and charming, isn't it? You know, I thought at first it was a dog, and now I'm thinking it might be a sheep. Stop moving,
Well,
Joss.
I think that's in the name, so I'm pretty sure it's a sheep.
Jol?
No.
Oh,
it's
sheep.
a
Oh my gosh, you're right. Sheep, Witch, and Jol. Yep, you're so right. Sheep, Witch, and sheep. Witch, and Doll.
Sheep, which is not dog.
So $2.45, and this is found on Primitive Handmade Mercantile, website called primitivehandmademercantile.com. My Glory Stars / my, but the main thing is Primitive Handmade Mercantile. Super cute rug. Give us a spin, Joss. The night is not young.
I'm ready for my Chipotle spin.
Give us a Chipotle
Hold
spin.
on.
Just spin it. Oh boy. Do you have the scissors over there?
This is the closest.
Okay.
Pretty.
Let me rip it off because you lost the scissors again, huh?
Look, all the pumpkin, they're right here.
Oh my word, that is pretty. All right, let's see. This is number. Somebody's going to yell bingo. I just know it. And just so you know, as soon as we finish calling bingo, because I still have calls behind me, and these are all beautiful rugs that you might have on your cards, even after we finish bingo, you might want to leave us, but you're also welcome to stay because I will follow through on the rest of the calls so that if you love that rug you're looking at, you will know who designed it, where you can get it, all of the details to it, right? Because it wouldn't be fair not to cover that. But this is number 23, which for you is Boo Pumpkin 3D. 3D designed and hooked by Alice Strebel, Strebel, again found on Pinterest. 3D pumpkin. So this is super cute. It looks like possibly a stalk, right? An actual stalk on the top. That might say bop or boo. Oh my God, bop. Right, boo makes a bit more sense. Sorry about that. Having a grease moment there. Super cute. Lots of different stitching, lots of directional stitching. So nice to have something three-dimensional because all you really need to do is do a piece for it on the back that's the same size. And you aren't going to, you know how when we sew, we typically say right sides together and then you flip it. You're never going to do that with rug hooking because it's too thick. You're going to kind of fold it under and weasel your way as you go. And you're going to be pleating with your hands and holding it together with your hands and stitching as you go. It's just the way it is when we do rug hooking. It's too thick to do right sides together and flip. So you want to keep wrong sides together, right sides out. And when you do three-dimensional things like that, just pinch as you go and get a little running stitch going. You'll be amazed at how easily that running stitch disappears between the loops, between your stitches of loops, and whatever kind of wool or backing you've got. What a fun thing to do. That was Alice Strebel. Give us another. Say Buttons in chat if Buttons likes to sleep.
Say Buttons, everybody.
I think they got it. Well, that woke him up. The spin woke him up.
Everyone's saying it.
All right, we gotta look out for. Okay, we gotta look out for bingos now because we are at. Stop it. We are at the bitter end. Oh, Joss, look at this one. Oh my God, look at this one. Oh man. Okay, so this one is, because I bet some of you have it, this one is called Halloween Night. Hooked and designed by Kathy Baggett, Baggett. Kathy owns an Etsy shop which sells primitive art, not patterns. So this would be a finished pattern.
Showing off ham sandwich.
Oh, I'm not seeing it yet. I can't believe it because there's so few calls on there.
Buttons XD.
Could I tell you again who the Aussie lady is? Gail, I'm not sure if she's a Kiwi or an Aussie. I hope that's not offensive. But her name is... I feel like she's Australian. Her name is... Oh, Cheryl's got bingo. Coming right back to you. Her name is Kira...
Two people say bingo.
Kira. I forget her last name. But her company's called the Accidental Rug Maker. One word. It's a Facebook group, and she's amazing. She specifically does like oversized quilly, and she does it. She hand dyes blankets and things because it's so big. She's not doing it with like regular wool. She's doing it with blankets and big things to get big cuts. But the Accidental Rug Maker, and her first name is Kira. I don't remember her last name on the top of my head, but she is so good, and her Facebook page is great. She actually did a Zoom class this past Sauter Village, right? So she was on Zoom teaching quilly. And she's absolutely amazing. So a name to watch. And I was using her for the book project I'm working on. That's why I've been in touch with her. So Cheryl says bingo. Dave says bingo. Gami thinks she has bingo. So the three of you, do you have a feel for when you opened your card, what number card that was? And I'm going to pause for a minute to show this one more time before I move away from this and we discuss bingo.
We do have 3 bingos.
This is just an astonishing piece, isn't it? Don't you like those little black devils on the side that the witches... Do you see those black devils, Joss? Now, what's that thing called? Wait a minute. What's
It
that
kinda
Christmas
looks like
thing?
scaredy cats.
What's that Christmas thing called? The red thing that looks like a devil character. What's that thing called? Not the Kraken. No, the Kraken is like an octopus.
Cthulhu?
No, not Cthulhu. What the heck's it called? You know what I mean, that Christmas character? It looks like this, except it's red, the body.
Is it jam sandwich? Showing off the merch, everyone.
Oh, you're showing
Buy
off your
yours
merch?
Now? Buy yours now.
Yeah, this is your design, jam sandwich. No, it's not jam
Okay.
sandwich.
Jam sandwich.
Win or lose, you love this night. Me too. Dave says he thinks it's number 11.
Congrats, weird
I think-
faces.
Oh,
5.
Cheryl says she thinks it's number 5. It's entirely possible it's both. I'm going to wait for the jury to come in on that. I'm going to complete the game, but regardless, stop making noise. Regardless of what card it was, whether it was 5 and or 11, so it's definitely 11.
Mom.
And Cheryl, it could also be you got your hair stuck, huh? I didn't see that one coming. She got her hair stuck on the treadmill, not in the track. Could also be number 5, Cheryl. Interesting. Cheryl, did that last one ticked it for you too, Halloween night, huh? It could well be. I'm going to have to check. I wonder if anybody else who's playing card number 5 can give me some input on that. Because we've had a very confusing and loud episode for our festive... Are you getting nervous because your hair's stuck? Okay. Papa, Jocelyn's hair is stuck in the treadmill. Can you come and help?
I wish you could point the camera at me and show this. Look, everybody.
It's a normal weekday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Krampus, thank you, Krampus. Okay, so it's absolutely Donna, thank you. Me too. What a fun night. So I'm checking on card number 5. It's certainly card number 11. But regardless, whatever card you have, if you have the winning card, whether you are playing or not, look what we did here now. Whether you are playing or not, I will certainly tell you that you won, and you will get the gift certificate code to use in the Ribbon Candy Hooking Store, without a doubt. So whether you have bingo, realize you have bingo, we will figure out how many cards have bingo. Okay, so Lisa has card number 5. She thinks it's not number 5. But we will certainly double check, Cheryl. We will certainly, there's been a lot of confusion tonight.
Maybe you were late and you missed one. Maybe.
Oh, Cheryl didn't. Cheryl was right on time.
Ah.
But we were doing such crazy calls, and many of the titles have Halloween in them, so it's been extremely confusing. And there's been some people adding to the craziness, too. Cheryl, I'll check for sure. But definitely, I think card number 11 has it. So, great job. Okay.
Congrats to the winners, and very congrats to the winners.
Absolutely congrats to the winners. So, why don't we just, Joss, can you cut these down for me and let me finish the last 3?
Played or didn't play.
That's right. Congrats to the people who either played or didn't play. It doesn't matter. It's just fun to sit around and talk about rugs, isn't it? And look at rugs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't usually have my helpers on Friday nights if this is the first time you're tuning in. This was an especially vivacious episode, I think. No, Thanksgiving at Dawn was not called. Nope. So let's see what one we have. This is, I'm not going to say what numbers they are because it doesn't make any sense.
Do you guys want to see a pretty one that we haven't done?
Oh, you just made a big hole in it. But that one is super pretty. Is that Not Forgotten Farm? Oh, see, that one got ripped a little on the bingo wheel. But this looks like a Not Forgotten Farm image. Let me find out. Because Not Forgotten Farm, that is one of my idol places. Pumpkin
This is a
Time.
horse.
Nope,
With
this
a
is...
bunch of dogs.
Okay, wait. This is Pumpkin Time, hooked by Andreen Smith, patterned by Chris Miller, Chris with a K, on Blogspot, Laura WP WordPress. So this one is called Pumpkin Time. I still feel like this is a Not Forgotten Farm image. Are you feeling this too?
Amazing. Absolutely
Let me
amazing.
see if I can get it in focus. Oh, I had it in focus. I absolutely love this image. A bit of an Ichabod Crane cross with a pumpkin.
Do I look prettier?
No, you have a super pretty face just the way you are. And this one is called Vermont Village by Diane Gill, a member of the Dogwood Atha Guild. And this is from the blogspot called Over the Hill and Running. Over the Hill and Running blogspot. Stop. Stop. I'm going to get really, really, you know what skis. Vermont Village. And Josh, show me the last one.
The last one?
Yep. So we should have Dawn. I think one fell on my foot. Yep. One fell on my foot. 17. Thanksgiving at Dawn. So this is the last call. Thanksgiving at Dawn, 43 by 29, hand-dyed wool yarn, novelty yarns, designed and hooked by Abby Vaquet of Alexandria, Virginia. I love that town. Featured in Celebration 12. Let me show you the piece and I'll tell you about Abby. It's a hunt piece with the dawn, with the orange sky in the background. So Cheryl, I think you have a different card than 5. It might be that you have a winning card for sure. Check the email that got sent you. Arian, can you check Cheryl's card and see what number she was sent? Maybe we can resolve it. We'll figure it out because it's probably not 5. It sounds like it's probably not. But Thanksgiving at Dawn, absolutely beautiful. Sorry about the Scotch tape. That's how I keep it on the wheel, you know. Absolutely beautiful. So Thanksgiving at Dawn, she also
where
said...
did you find that Scotch tape?
Well, I found it in my secret place.
Where?
Cheryl
My
has
secret.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and
Must
12.
tell me.
Cheryl, you have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So it sounds like you got it, just on a different card than 5. So it sounds like you definitely got it. The number is on the attachment. We usually put them on the card, but we screwed up this time. So it's on the attachment, but it sounds like you have the card. We're just looking at the cards that you bought, and it's one of the cards you bought, so you got it. So how many winners are on card number 5? I'm sorry, card number 11. Can you let us know? And in the meantime, Thanksgiving at Dawn, Abby Vaquet has been continuing her pursuit of building a body of work depicting some of her favorite subjects, horses, hounds, and we humans who are so drawn to them. This latest edition, called Thanksgiving at Dawn, is a self-portrait that brings back fond memories. Before dawn on Thanksgiving, we would rise, tack up, and ride an hour to meet the rest of the field for the blessing of the hounds and a wonderful morning of camaraderie, she says. Abby also recreated the usual outcome in her rug. As hounds continue in hot pursuit, the fox escapes once again. Abby tried many types of textures and yarns to give dimension to the foreground. To accomplish this feat, she uses different sizes of hooks to accommodate various materials. Another unique technique Abby incorporated into Thanksgiving at Dawn was dyeing the yarn she used for the grass and the same dye bath with the wool used under the sky. That would be marrying the colors, wouldn't it? That way she could easily balance the color of a piece while attaining texture and interest in the grasses. Interesting, smart. So that is from Celebration 2018. That is fun. Kira, what did you retract? What could you possibly retract? This has been such a crazy episode. Kira says, reminded me of the fall hunt at dawn. Yeah. Oh, yes, Cheryl, you did it. Papa will keep it straight. He will. He's got all that stuff in the other room. So this was different recording. This was different recording here tonight. Teddy, can you come say bye? He's my man and he wants to come. He hogs the limelight, but he wants to come in. And we are done. And wait a minute, let me first, if you love buttons, you don't sit on buttons. The card is resting on him. Congratulations to the winners. Teddy, I know you were helping me, come here, sit with me, baby. I know you were helping me co-host. What did you think of the night?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah, you're a bit wild tonight. Don't be so wild, honey.
Okay, bye-bye.
He's usually very normal. It's just when we run live shows that he gets, stop with that pop. I'm going to take that pop thing and I'm going to
I know, but I'm trying.
beep, 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 beep.
I know, but I'm trying to
Be funny.
get it out.
Okay.
I'm
Do you want to say goodbye to all of you?
Okay, Mom, everybody, say blah, 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 blah. Have
It's out of focus.
fun.
It's out of focus because it's in Teddy's mouth.
Bye.
All right.
Say blah,
So-
blah, 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 if you had fun.
Say blah, 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 blah if you had fun. So congratulations to the winners. Congratulations, winners. You did a great job. Everybody, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Whether you won or
You
not
haven't
doesn't
won
matter.
if you won or
Come here,
not.
co-host. Come here, co-host. Oh,
Come here,
co-host.
other co-host.
Happy October. Happy Thanksgiving episode. Wake up to Buttons the dog. It was so good being with all of you tonight. I hope you have a great weekend, a great fall weekend. This is an irresistible baby. I'm so glad you had a good time, Dave. I hope the
on.
pizza was good.
Can I say?
No, you cannot. You cannot touch because it'll go away. So good night to everybody. Have a great weekend. Again, I'll be on Cape Cod teaching tomorrow.
Thank you to all
I think the class is sold
37
out, but if you are
viewers.
there, I will see you then.
Thank you to all the 30.
People who are
7
viewing
viewers.
live. We had fun. It was a
You had-
wild night. I think I'll be back in the studio next bingo night.
if you had a card or not, if you won or not. I hope you had fun. Bye-bye.
I hope you had fun too. And I hope you have a great weekend. And we will see you Monday for coffee time, ribbon candy hooking at noon Eastern Standard Time. Happy autumn,
I'm
everybody.
surprised nobody's saying
It's too hard to say. Have a great weekend, Jan. Kirsten, have a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday.
Bye, guys. It'll be fun.
Oh, have a fun night, Gail. Have a fun day.
Friday.
Fun Friday from Kirsten. From Kirsten.